Hey there everyone, sorry I have not had a Batman video up in a few days. I was out of town and forgot my computer. But anyway, this is still Batman week with only one day to go until the Dark Knight rises. I will get a few more reviews up today. If I can, definitely I'll get one or two up tomorrow before I go to the movie. And now on to the review. This review will contain slight spoilers. Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker is one of DC Animated's best work. That being said, when I first saw the movie when I was like 6, I think I was 6, I didn't like it because to me Batman Beyond was not Batman. But that was 11 years ago. Wow, long time. And now I'm a huge fan of this movie. Now, the story revolves around someone claiming to be the Joker, returning to Gotham, and Batman is trying to figure out who it could possibly be because there's no possible way the Joker could still be alive. And before I go into the actual movie review, about the actual, movie, I want to talk about the flashback scene, which, it is in the movie, but not really, just hang on, don't leave yet. The scene that goes, back to the good old animated series days. This is my favorite part of the whole movie, not just because it is the animated series and we get to see Batman back in his heyday, but it is generally a fantastic scene. It starts off with, Harley Quinn and the Joker capturing Robin, and Batman back row looking all over for him, and 3 weeks go by with no word until they, receive an invitation. Batman knows that Arkham is where they need to go, so they go there and run to the Joker and Harley. When the Joker unveiled to Batman Robin, or Joker Jr., it honestly sent a shiver down my spine because it just seems so dark for that, that whole kind of universe, the DC animated universe. Like that just didn't seem, normal. And you really see the pain Batman felt, and this way was, that in a way it was the Jason Todd of the animated series. Batman probably saw this as his greatest failure, and it's great when the Joker shows him his home movie. Batman just, is in a rage and starts to beat the crap out of the Joker. I love what Batman says when he's like, "I'll break you in two." Just the way, Conroy delivered that line was fantastic. And I am so sorry for the horrible Christian Bale imitation. But Batman being distracted by Joker Jr., Robin, Tim Drake, whatever you want to call him, for 1 second gives the Joker an opportunity to attack, and he stabs Batman in the leg. And one of the best scenes in Batman movie history, period, is when the Joker is holding Batman, and Batman's just sitting there laying on the ground, and you hear Joker's telling Joker Jr. or whatever to fire, kill Batman. And then Batman says, Tim. And the Joker Jr. just begins to laugh hysterically and shoots the Joker. That really surprised me because I've watched this show and the other movies, and I cannot believe that they just killed the Joker. And one of the things I love about the movie is the voice acting. For this movie, you have Kevin Conroy back as Bruce Wayne. I like to call him Batman. I don't think that, a Spider-Man kid is, Batman. Mark Hamill is back, and the always fantastic Joker. But this Joker was a lot darker than the one in the show. He has very sinister quality to him, and you never saw that in the animated series. And I thought it was great. The guy that does Terry's voice, he does a good job, but I'm not a big fan of the one-liners. But that being said, that was, really my only problem with this movie. This is a greatly paced movie, and the movie score is good. I could have done with more of a traditional score instead of the rock and roll thing they were going for, but it fits for the movie. And if you can, I highly recommend watching the Blu-ray version, the uncut Blu-ray version. The colors just pop out, and you can really tell the difference from DVD to Blu-ray. Now, all I need is Mask of the Phantasm on Blu-ray, and my life will be complete.
Some clowns were never funny.
Great action.
Some villains you never forget.
He died years ago. You're sure? I was there.
Some heroes will never back down.
Go to work.
The Joker is back, and it's no laughing matter. He's got a new crew.
On the double!
A new game.
A lot has changed while your old Uncle Joker's been away. New Gotham, new rules, even a new Batman. I'm ready to give this old town a wetty again.
Now the world's newest Dark Knight needs answers.
What can you tell me about clowns?
Drop it, kid.
He'll have to stand alone.
You're out of your league. I know every trick the original Batman and Robin knew at their peak.
To face a vengeful menace from the past, whose day is about to dawn again.
Let's dance.
Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, the first feature-length Batman Beyond movie. Now available exclusively on videocassette and DVD. This time, the Joker is wild.